love the magic of this. I love the magic of Coast to Coast because I'm in New York and Jen's in California. Hello, everybody.
So fun. I love it so much. I bet we could get like the whole like in between you and I filled up. I would love to see that. So
you know
if you are in not a place, even if you are in a place where we are, but if you're in a different place than New York or California, definitely shout yourself out. If you know people that are in different places, tag them and let's see how many states we can get represented. That'd be so fun.
Oh my gosh, we should count it up after a day or two of replay. That would be so good. Yeah. But hello, everyone. I am Michelle Zito. I am a company VP with Park Lane Jewelry. I am so excited to be here with Jennifer Ewert, a senior division leader with Park Lane Jewelry. And this is what we call the Free Jewels Chat. And what that means is that we are going to chat about the business that we love so much, hopefully share some info with you that you're looking for to see if you might love it as much as we do. And as a result of attending and giving us a little survey at the end, you can win some free jewelry. So that's the scoop. As you're jumping on, comment live if you're watching live, comment replay if you're watching the replay, and do give a tag. If you were invited to watch this by a member of our team of stylists, go ahead and tag that person right now so that he or she knows that you're watching, and we can be extra sure to follow up with you about your survey and get all of your additional questions answered.
Awesome. Well, I am so excited to just ask you a few questions, Michelle. It's always so fun. You know, we're in the midst in this season of celebrating Park Lane's 70th anniversary, and that is such a cool thing to be a part of on the side of the stylist as the side of the customer, to watch all of these things continue to happen throughout the year, and just what a strong foundation that our company has been built on. And all of the things that we're going to be talking tonight about really is a result of that celebration of 70 years in business. And so if we look back to 1955, when Park Lane was started, why the direct sales model? How has that transcended throughout these 70 years? And why now is direct sales a model that is something that we can all jump into and benefit from?
Yeah, it really is. I'm so glad you worded it that way, because then when you think back to 1955, that's Back to the Future, right? Yes. If you've watched the movie Back to the Future and Marty takes the DeLorean back, and when he pops out at what's now the Lone Pine Mall, that's 1955. Yes. So think about what the world looked like in 1955, what women's lives specifically looked like in 1955. And yeah, direct sales back then was women in dresses, crossing their ankles, little gloves, and having tea sandwiches and attending some sort of home party. That was really direct sales back in the day. Very few companies involved. And yet what Shirley, our founder, saw was an opportunity for women to be business owners, an opportunity for women to earn an income that didn't require, you know, their husbands, whatever, or a college education necessarily, or just anything that would have squelched a woman's opportunities back in 1955, right? So here we are, here she was, deciding, I want to run a business. I'm a newlywed, even though she was 16 years old, which, I mean, all of us think about, geez, when I was 16 years old, what the heck was I doing? Not starting a business, that's for sure. But she saw that direct sales could be a form of freedom and income, especially for women. And boy, was she correct. Not only was it something that was great for women to earn an income in 1955, but fast forward all the way to 2025, think about all the things, all the changes, the technological changes and the social changes over 70 years, that here we are some of those parties that we do still in someone's living room, having snacks and beverages. Totally very fun. And if you've done If you've hosted a home party or attended a home party sometime in the last year or so, give yourself a shout out in the comments. But now it's also where maybe we're doing that same in-person experience, but like at a winery or a restaurant or some sort of bar, something like that. But sometimes it's not in person at all. Very often it's not in person at all. It's Facebook Live, like exactly like you're looking at now, but with all your friends watching, seeing the jewelry demonstrated, shopping, commenting with each other. And then your roommate who went to, whose hometown from college is across the country, she can come to your party just the same as your neighbor across the street, because online brings us all together. So what an incredible system, really, of working. Direct sales is a way for you to be a business owner without having to do all what I think are the unpleasant parts of being a business owner, right? I don't have to source the jewelry, decide what to carry, mail out the jewelry. I don't have to deal with the credit card companies and all the things that Park Lane does. I don't have to have a warehouse of the items. Where do we get the boxes? Who puts them together? Dealing with the post office. These are just all the things that Park Lane does. And then we get to do the fun part of the job. Show the jewelry, hang out with the jewelry, spoil our hostesses with free jewelry, have our customers get amazing deals on the jewelry at the time, places, and spaces that work for us. Because I'm an empty nester. Jen has small school-age kids. Elementary age. I was going to say small, and they are small.
I know.
But they're elementary age kids, the age where one's got to be at baseball, one has to be at gymnastics, one has to be here, one has to be there. I know a lot of you are in that stage of life. Yeah. And then some of you are students, some of you are retirees, some of you are sandwich generation. You have kids still at home, but caring for aging parents. And what type of opportunity are you going to have to earn either supplemental income, extra income, or income in general that allows you to decide when that's happening, where that's happening, and how that's happening? And to me, the answer to that is direct sales is what's providing that level of flexibility.
Definitely. I've gotten to live a couple of those things already, being here for 9 years now. I started when my daughter was 3 months old, and I had a 2.5-year-old. So Michelle says small children because she's watched my children grow.
I know.
And so now being 12 and 9, we have been able to raise our children with that flexibility. I also, when I first started, worked with a full-time job doing Park Lane as that additional stream of income. And then a few years in, was able to walk away from that full-time job and truly experience that flexibility for our family with the income as well. And I'm so grateful for all of the different avenues that Park Lane has been able to be in our lives. So definitely is a great fit for whoever and whatever stage of life that you're in.
Yeah.
Now, the next kind of question that I want to bring up to Michelle is why jewelry? There's a lot of companies that have come and go, especially in the last several years. There are still a lot of companies that are out there to choose from. But I want to talk about, why is jewelry a great option for the direct sales industry?
Yeah, I find that jewelry is fun, right? And many of you that are watching have been invited because you've already been a customer, and probably you're a jewelry lover as a result. So this may not be as hard of a question for some of you as it might be for others. But jewelry, when you're doing direct sales, especially something that you want to do very easily online, very easily getting together with a group of girls, etc., it's pretty simple to hold up a set of 3 bracelets and say, this is a fantastic bonus item. This is something that is an over $100 piece that you're able to get for $35 using our sale. Right now, you all just made a decision on if you like these bracelets and if you feel like that's a great deal based on what else you might have on your wish list, right? I don't have to do much else in the way of explaining. It's not a health and wellness program that involves so much explanation about benefits and all these types of things. It is not and I'm not saying that any of these are bad options for you, and you may even already be in a business like this that you love, and you should do that 100%. But when you want something that is simple to do, where it's kind of a knee-jerk reaction of like, yes, I like those earrings, no, those are too big for me, and then making a decision on a different pair of earrings as a result, right? We're not convincing people not to purchase other types of jewelry, right, not to wear other types of jewelry the way that other, let's say, I don't even want to make it like I'm putting down other companies or other products. But sometimes when you're trying to get someone to purchase one product, it's that you're trying to get them to stop using another product. I never told anyone, stop wearing your engagement ring. Stop wearing your wedding ring. Don't wear that necklace that's your family heirloom from your grandma. Wear this Brindley necklace. No, we're saying that jewelry is amazing and is sentimental, and jewelry is a beautiful enhancement to your everyday look. Let's make that look even more special. Let's add a piece that would look beautiful with that. And because it is such a fun and easy impulse type of purchase, it's fun. It's fun. We get to help people when they say, my daughter just got engaged. This is the dress I'm wearing at her wedding. What would be great earrings to wear with this? My son's graduation, my niece's engagement party. All these things, we get to be part of those events. We get to be part of that joy. And if you're looking for a job that is fun with joy, this is the place you want to be.
Totally. I was not much of a jewelry wearer when I found Park Lane. I liked, teeny tiny baby t-shirt necklaces and like little tiny studs, right? Like that was the extent. But because of the joy that it brought me, the more that I put it on and the way that it makes you feel, right? You catch yourself in that reflection so many times a day. And like, as a young mom, when I was first starting, that pair of earrings meant everything to me. When you are, you got your baby spit up on this shoulder and whatever else, it makes you feel so good. And in those moments of life where we can feel good and look good, as mostly women entering the world, I think that that's just such an important thing that all of us can take advantage of. And so jewelry has definitely changed my perspective and outlook on life in the last 9 years as well. And it seems kind of silly to say from someone that might not have experienced that, but take my word, it totally has. And I love it. I love it so much now. And I love being able to get it for free, for discounted. I love being able to take advantage of the programs that Park Lane has to offer. And so, Michelle, what does that part of it look like, right? We can say we love jewelry, but when it comes down to it, the programs that a company offers and what we're able to do as a result also really is a big deciding factor for people. So can you talk about why Park Lane would be a good option?
Yeah, and that's really probably what you really are here to learn, right? Like how is Park Lane going to support me in running a business that's going to make for a sustainable income for me, right? For you and your family, or for you and your spouse, whoever this is for, right? So we started out in the very beginning talking about that this is a 70-year-old company. Started by a family in 1955, still run by that family in 2025. So when Arthur and Shirley were newlyweds and building the business, they were also building their family, growing a family. And with that, over 20 years ago, 3 of the sons took over Park Lane as co-owners. And to this day, they are still the co-owners, and their children, who are, in their 30s, are running factions of the company. Their children are the little kids picking raffles and stuff, or addressing us, with greetings on incentive trips and like all kinds of stuff. And it's that family that is so proud of their business and reinvesting so much of the company profits into our programs that make you able to be so confident in working here because I am never ever worried about a program being taken away, about the company closing, about any of the things that we have seen, unfortunately, many other direct sales companies go through because they weren't funded or run properly really from the beginning. And certainly a company from 1955 that to this day is cash rich, debt free is in that category. So let's talk about what some of those programs are that allow us to have such a successful business. How many of you have shopped our sale, where your 2 lowest price pieces are your only regular price thing you pay for, and then you get 4 pieces at half price? So that when you are getting a little $30 Brindley necklace and $30 impression studs, now, your ring is half price. Now your other ring is half price, your bracelets, etc. And then when you want a high-end pair of earrings, it's a bonus item. And you're getting it for like what's really 70% off in some cases, right? So these are all of the programs. What about, how many of you have ever gotten a style drop with us, like a special color impression bracelet, and you got it for $40 or $35 or whatever the price is with a $40 purchase, and your whole purchase is actually less than the retail value of the bracelet?
Yeah.
These are all the things that make our customers so happy. These are all the reasons. How many of you put a 1 in the comments if you have shopped once with your stylist? Put a 2 in the comments if you have shopped twice with your stylists. And then put a just explosion GIF in the comments if you couldn't even possibly know how many times you've shopped with your stylist. You're like, wait, how many numbers is she going up? I don't even know what the number is. 7, 12, 150. Some customers, I've been with Park Lane for 11 years. I have hostesses that have been hosting with me and have been shopping with me. Customers have been shopping with me for the entirety of those 11 years. Hosting more than once a year, hosting once a year, hosting every other year. They wouldn't possibly know the number of times that they've shopped. And it's because women love 2 things. Well, they love a few things. They love the fun experience of shopping with someone who actually cares about them. That's something that you get when you shop with a member of this team. You get somebody who cares about you, who wants to get you the best deal, who wants to help you stay within your budget or whatever it is that you're looking for, right? But we love to get a beautiful item, a high quality item, and we love to know we're getting a good deal on it. Now, the next course of action a woman typically takes when she shops in that type of way is to tell her friends about it so they can experience it too. And I know you've all done that. You've done it when you found a great deal at the grocery store. You've done it when you saw something amazing at a department store you were out and about. You saw a roadside, farm stand, and you're like, oh my gosh, 12 for $1 corn. And you tell your sister about the 12 for. This is what we do because we love to tell our friends about a great deal. And that is exactly what our hostesses really receive when they tell their friends about our great deals. The buy 2, get 4 sale, all of that. That's all part of the party shopping experience. So when Fran, who attended Mary's party, decides she's going to get her friends together too, now Fran gets hundreds of dollars worth of free and discounted jewelry. Now that's paid for by Park Lane. Park Lane pays for those programs because if it had to come out of our profits, where's the part about that I'm making money here, right? So if you've seen companies or if you've been part of a company that took away a hostess program or reduced a hostess program, that's them telling you, we don't value what hostesses do for you and your growth of your business. Park Lane is only ever giving more. Our hostesses right now are getting a free extra pair of earrings with enough orders on with 7 orders on the party. They're getting a whole extra pair of earrings. That's just a total extra bonus in addition to the hundreds of dollars worth of shopping, the discounts, and all of that. Our guests, as part of the celebration this month, we had a free gift with purchase happening. This is all why they love shopping. People love shopping with us, and why they love to tell their friends about it. And because of those two things combined, when Park Lane tells us, you start at 30% commission, that when you promote, you earn infinitely deep, meaning everyone on your team you make money on, so that when what happens in a lot of direct sales companies is that there are minimums. If your team doesn't meet XYZ quota, you're going to be paid at a different level. You're not going to get overrides at all, whatever it is. That's crazy, and is not something that Park Lane does. When you promote, Jen started with no sales experience at all as a stylist 9 years ago, and has since promoted 4 times to an executive level leader. If Jen's whole team quit tomorrow, they're fabulous. She has a very good team. That's not happening. But even if they did, or even if enough of them were to quit and her volume was cut in half, Park Lane's not telling her, you know what, you're not as valuable to us anymore. We're going to start paying you at the next level down, or the next level down from that. However, other people in direct sales have that happen to them every single day. There are companies that the first of the month, your whole dashboard resets and you have to earn every part of your title and everything over again every single month. There are people that you get 3 months grace period. If you don't do it, you're getting knocked down to this other level. None of that happens. When you promote up to a level, it always involves a raise in personal commission. It involves a raise in overrides that you earn on your team that Park Lane pays you. And if any of that, goes away, you never lose your title, and you never lose your perks either. Because what is a title without the money that goes along with it? Mm-hmm. So that's really like the nitty gritty of the programs, but there's part of those programs is tons of fun perks. What are some of your favorites, Jen?
I love our Mercedes bonus that you can earn our very first level of leadership. You can work towards that. And that's twofold. That is a $500 cash bonus if you want to take the cash, or it's $700 if you want to drive a Mercedes, and go check that out. And we have both on our team that do that. We have many that do drive the Mercedes, and we have many that take the cash. And that is something that we will work with you and partner with you when you get to that point and ready to start tracking that. We love to be able to work with you in that. We also have our 2 exclusive travel trips a year that Park Lane offers, and they are just 5-star exclusive experiences that many people that do earn these trips, and myself included over the 9 years, these are things that I would have never experienced having a young family, and maybe even never in my lifetime without Park Lane. I don't know. But the fact is that I do know, and I'm so grateful for the opportunities that it has given to both my husband and I, and coming soon, my kids as well, because we're going to take them on our next incentive trip too, which we're so excited for them to experience some fun, exclusive things that they've never experienced before. So those are some extra perks, along with free jewelry. Wouldn't even touch on that. We have the ability to earn $1,100 plus in free jewelry every single month, whether you start tomorrow or you've been here for 20 years. You still get to earn free jewelry every single month to keep your kit fresh, to do fun giveaways that I'm sure many of you have experienced, whether you've done our team events or in your stylist group page, right? All of those things you've experienced the generosity of giveaways. And those are things that we don't have to take from our paycheck, but we can earn those things to use as giveaways.
I'm sure this comes as quite a relief to a lot of you, because what I know in my 25 years in direct sales and 11 years here, everyone always asks, do you have to buy all that stuff? Do you have to keep purchasing all that? And that Rich Rewards program where we're earning those because it's packages that are incremental. So like you can earn a $250 package, then the next step is another 300 and then another 300. So there are so many ways to earn the pieces in just the basic program, never mind all of the extra programs that we have. So that you are able to have little things on hand to do raffles with, or to have different jewelry at Mary's party than you showed at Fran's party eventually. You know, like all these things are part of that, because if you have to always be your own best customer, that's not a business.
No.
So if you've ever experienced that, or you ever had like an upline or a leader telling you to buy tons of things, that's not a business. And that's something to know as well, is that we are showing samples when we do a show. So when I show the Dallas earrings at a party and somebody wants to order these earrings, I don't package these earrings up, right? These are my samples. In fact, I wore these yesterday, right? So these are the ones I show. They order on a link. Park Lane picks it out of the warehouse, boxes it up, puts it in a box, takes it to the post office, and sends it out to that customer. Because if you've ever done a business where you had to keep inventory, actual stock, that means that all of your profit is sitting on those shelves.
Right.
And the money that you're making is not really money that you're making. It's being reimbursed from what you already laid out. We're not doing that. We get a commission based on what we sell. That everyone pays Park Lane, and then Park Lane pays us weekly. And that's something to know as well, because if you're in a regular job that's paying you, you know, every other week, twice a month, once a month, this is a really great way to have that weekly pay available to you.
Definitely. Well, we're going to put a beautiful bow on this conversation and let you know why now is a really great chance for you to come alongside, to partner with us and try out Park Lane. Because in the midst of our celebrating 70 years of business, for the next week, or actually a few days even, we have a $200 extra that we can offer you to put into your kit. So you just have a couple more days. So if that is something that you're like, you know what, everything that Jen and Michelle have talked about tonight, I think I want to go ahead and try this out. Definitely, we're going to put a survey in the comments. Put a 5 in on the survey if you're like, yes, everything sounds great. I'm going to jump in, because we want to give you that extra $200 in your kit to be able to choose some additional pieces of jewelry. Now, if you need a little bit of extra time, or you're catching this a little bit later, there are always fun bonus opportunities in our kits, and we would love to chat with you about that. So if you want to do a decider party, then that's really where I would encourage you to land. If you have heard all this stuff, you're not a 5, but you're like, you know what? Let me see.
Sounds pretty good.
Right. Sounds pretty good. But let me see. Let me try it on for size. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to choose a decider party. All that means is you are going to do a party with your stylist. They are going to work for you to get you all of the host rewards. They are going to just wow your friends and family and share with them Park Lane that you already love, right? And now your friends are going to love them. And then when your party is over, your stylist is simply going to say, okay, now your paycheck on this party is going to be XYZ. You have XYZ and free jewelry. Do you want to take the paycheck, or do you want to just take the jewelry? I should say the paycheck and the jewelry.
And the jewelry, right.
Paycheck and the jewelry, or just the jewelry. And at that point, you can decide, what do I have to lose? That's really what you're going to say.
Right.
What do I have to lose? Let me try this out. I'm going to get a paycheck. I'm going to get free jewelry from my party. I'm going to get a kit full of jewelry. Let's go ahead and try this out. But if you do say, no, I don't want to do this, I decided that's totally okay too. But now you have helped your stylist, which I know you love your stylist, and that's why you're here. And so doing that decider party really is the ultimate help for your stylist as well. So those are really your two choices, right?
That's why you're never going to lose out money by trying it, because the kit, the basic kit, I know we didn't say this, the basic kit is only $129. For that, you get to pick out what would have been $500 worth of jewelry, but if you get in before this little special ends, $700 worth of jewelry.
Right.
And then with that party, getting reimbursed with a paycheck or getting, a paycheck of whatever amount that from your party, plus that hostess jewelry also, you're going to have a beautiful kit and you're going to have a paycheck.
I love it. So decider party or a 5, let's get going. Those are your two choices.
That's definitely your two favorite choices. But
definitely fill out
on
the
there
survey.
As well. That maybe you just want to book a show, like you listen to this whole thing and you're like, I definitely don't want to sell, but I definitely want some of that free jewelry.
Totally.
You can check off if you want to book a party, if you want information about our Sparkle Box subscriptions or anything else that we have. There's space on that survey to let us know. So whatever we didn't address tonight, put it on your survey. We will absolutely be in touch with you. And then I showed this bracelet set a few times while we were talking. This is the prize this week. So this is our Willow bracelet set, glass pearls alternating with the gold spheres. This is an absolutely fantastic instant arm party that somebody is going to be winning just by completing that survey. So I think that's it, Jen.
I think we did it. Thanks for answering all of our questions tonight. And we can't wait to check out your surveys and pick our winner and see what you thought about all of our questions that we answered. If you have additional ones, you can drop them either in the comments or on your survey, and we'll definitely get back to you and answer those questions as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining on. Can't wait to see your survey. Thanks, Jen.
Bye.